Hello, year two here. Take three. Um, I'm resting at home today. Didn't want to go to work because of my voice. I seem to have lost my voice ever since I made the last video. Been going through that. Yeah, maybe it was the cigar. Supposed to take a month off and I cheated. I had a cigar on Friday. Sunday. Who knows? Um, well, be that as it may, with the little voice that I have, I'm still going to talk because I've decided to make these videos and share some of the experiences I have and some of the observations I've made. I tend not to say the word wisdom because, you know, there's a there's an implication to that word. There's a certain standard that you attach to somebody who you would equate as being wise. And I don't see myself in that category yet. I have information, I have experience, I've observed, I've tried a few things. I've had some good results, and I just want to share the process that I go through in order to have those good results. And if the process helps in any way, helps you achieve what you want to achieve, then hey, it's all good, you know. But I don't see myself as some wise person or any of that philosopher and all these titles that people get entrenched in. Not my thing. I'm just here to read my book. Same thing. And I'm working on a new book right now. Actually, it's taken 10 years since the first one. Second one, I think, would be a better read. And then I might publish a few more because I'd already written three more books, but I never published. I didn't publish those three. I only published the one, which was because of what I was going through. All right, we have minutes, so I'd have to try and squeeze in a little bit. I got up this morning. I was just thinking about money. You know, there's a lot of it around, but we always seem to need more. uh, I was just thinking about money, and at a time like this, we're heading towards probably the most unprecedented, unpredictable time in the history of in modern history. Let's use the word modern history. We are moving into a financial, political, and social revolution. Yeah, because it's going to actually go full circle now. I don't think we're going to ever come back to the way things were. I think, regardless of the outcome, coronavirus vaccines, regardless of whatever happens over the next 4 months, 2021 would be unlike any other year anybody alive would have experienced. We're heading into a new paradigm, so it's a whole new game now. But the thing is, when you have that kind of, like, with the not the International Monetary Fund, the other people, the one that the ones that have all the globalist meetings, are talking about the Great reset the financial system, something they've been flirting with doing, and really move towards a digital currency. There's that uncertainty of how to preserve what you have, and how to be able to navigate financially through this maze that we're experiencing. Well, when I when I when I became knowledgeable of most of these things, reading all these articles, all these various websites, and listening to all these financial programs, I made a concerted effort to do something about my own situation. Yeah? So I started buying precious metals, little quantity. Me and my wife, any little money we had, would just save in gold. And until recently, I started buying silver, but it was mostly gold, like 5 grams or 10 grams, and then I took it a little bit more serious and started buying 25 grams and so on and so forth. And I've been doing that for quite a while. I stopped for about 3 years, but then the price didn't fluctuate much, so I didn't feel any pressure to do anything. Plus, I wasn't really earning money then. And then as soon as I started getting more money and more earnings, I started buying more. And I don't save in currency. The only currency I have is what I need for my transactions, my fixed expenses. Everything else, it's usually something that I put, anything that I call savings, I put it in precious metals because, you know, something like gold actually meets the four fundamental, what do they call them, qualities that real money has to have, which is it has to be interchangeable, it has to be a store of value, it has to be fungible, and it has to be, I've forgotten the fourth one, I think, divisible, which is also sort of like fungible too, which is part divisible. So I do, gold actually meets that. It's a 5,000-year-old tried and tested process of storing wealth, value. So I just went that way. And then silver would be a lesser equivalent, but a much more robust way. So if you need to change, if you want to go to the supermarket, if there's a reset and nobody's taking currency, silver would be what you would use because you don't expect any change. Like what happened in Greece a few years ago, same type of situation. So I still have a little bit of a diverse portfolio. I've been fortunate. I have some stocks, but I don't look at those things that much because I follow some of the fundamental, I would say fundamental, some of the advice that I've actually picked up over the years, foundational advice that they give you with regards to money and stuff like this. So one of them is, you know, with money. Well, let's talk about money generally. The advice is still part of it. Three main things. Three main things. Three. One, save. Save money. Whatever you earn, save. Minimum of 10%. You can always navigate the remaining 90%. It might seem difficult, maybe for the first 2 or 3 months, but after then, you get used to it. Two, spend less than you earn. Always spend less than you earn. This was a problem for me a long time. This was, in fact, what resulted in my first bankruptcy and very nearly the second one. I had the problem with spending. I didn't have that discipline. So, you always want to impress the wrong people for the wrong reasons. You spend your money trying to fit in. Until I really accepted myself for who I am, it just didn't bother me anymore. I don't socialize much now anyway. And number three, if you invest money, always invest money that you're willing to lose. If you're not willing to lose it, the pressure you put on yourself, the expectation or the desire for return, that puts a lot of stress on you. That expectation would haunt you. So if you're not willing to lose it, don't invest it. Because it's a risk, it's a gamble if you want to invest. And I'm talking about things like stocks and all that. But if you want to buy land, if you want to buy things that are, that have intrinsic value, things that are hardcore, yeah, then you should do that. I've always felt that I don't believe in things that I can't touch, I can't feel. I can't, I'm a more pragmatic type person. I don't believe in all the other vehicles that they use for, the kind of investments they do. I like things that I can, physically touch. And so that's that. Same advice I give everybody. I say at this time of uncertainty, if you can, try and move your currency first out of the bank, number two, into something that is solid, something that you can feel, touch, something that has intrinsic value. You can exchange it over a long period of time. It wouldn't lose value, and it's interchangeable. You can move into the next paradigm with it. And with that, I've come to the end of this segment. Still have to rest the voice, and hopefully we'll do one more tomorrow. Adios. Have a lovely evening, daytime, wherever you are. Much love.
Yo, yo, you see these dreams only seem to manifest when I'm woke. I'll bite the wings off an angel if that shit helps me cope. But on this downhill stream where we tumble and roll, it seems I only find solace in a couple of folks. Yeah man, I'm grown now. I'm trying to move up on my own now. So I don't need no pronouns. No intention of this slowdown. So tell me what you're thinking. I might tell you about my own sound. I'll tell you what I'm sipping. Stare you down in your eyes like I wanna know your visions, where your goals at. Would you want from me? Would you run from me if I told you just how my soul's cracked? But see, I guess we're all damaged but I guess it's hard to find balance, especially when lean's dripping outside of your chalice. Got me walking tight ropes between greatness and madness. Got me walking tight ropes between greatness and madness. I'm just a lonely samurai. I sharpen blades and sip potions, medicate the mental in these foreign scapes with my Jonas. This ain't something that I'm new to. Originals, we ain't no Mewtwo. I hope they get the message like it's Bluetooth. Like tell me, would I lose you? Wait, how'd I lose you? When I'm with the gang, we greet our hands